Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back to the gaming channel Despwns. So today there was some crazy news coming out of Gamescon, and while there is some notes about competitive play in the next season, we'll get into that later. But the biggest thing is that there is a new map called Eichenwald? Eichenwald? I don't know, I'm not German, but whatever it is, it does confirm exactly what we were talking about in the last video about the data mine, and that is that there is now a castle map in Germany. So the map itself is an assault map, so it's sort of like a hybrid one, like King's Row, where you have to capture a point and then move the payload. Only many are speculating that this one is actually going to be in reverse, and that you're moving a payload first to break down the door and then capture the objective once you're inside, which is awesome because this is like the first time that that's really been done, and apparently this is the first time that a payload will actually have an interaction with the things in the game, as it's shown here breaking down the door. So that's awesome. And more things to note about this map is that there are several dead bastions around, which, you know, as a bastion hater, this is the greatest thing ever. But you know, it's also really interesting and something that I assume we'll learn more about in the Bastion short film that's coming out tomorrow. Which also makes me wonder if Bastion will have a voice line in this map. Like, we know that Reinhardt has one in this map, so I'm just wondering if Bastion's gonna have like a sound, or I don't know, something like that. Another weird thing is that there's this Reinhardt looking motherfucker sitting in a throne of some kind here, so that's weird. But to be honest, I don't think I've ever looked forward to anything more in this game than this map, because I love medieval shit, I love the way this feels, and I can't wait to play it. So as for the news about competitive play, Jeff Kaplan made a video this week explaining some of the shit, and as a non-competitive player, most of this stuff is stuff that I don't really care about, or stuff that doesn't really matter to me, but here's basically what's changing. So I guess players were complaining about skill rating in competitive play, and how if you're like 60 out of 100, they assumed that that was bad, even though that was in the top 8% of all Overwatch players. So to change that, I guess they made it into a scale of 5,000 instead of 100. So and also they assigned titles to your skill rating, so instead of, you know, just saying, oh, I'm a 60 out of 100, it is now like, you know, in the thousands for one thing, but also it's like I'm silver, I'm gold, I'm platinum. So it's more focused on the title of what you are rather than your actual skill rating. And also on that note, if you achieve a skill rating during a season, even if you slip back down, you'll still get the rewards based on however high you hit during that season. So that's cool, and I guess it just sort of rewards players for getting to a certain achievement instead of having to keep that achievement until the end of the season. Also, they've removed the deathmatch system and replaced it with a tie system, so I guess they did this just because the deathmatch system was too buggy, and I guess it favored one side over the other one, and it was just unfair. But basically, yeah, they replaced that with a tie system, and in the event of a tie, you'll still get competitive points, but just not as much as you'd get if you won that match. Which also brings me to my next point, in that they've multiplied however many competitive points you get by 10. That way they're easily able to manipulate how many competitive points you get in a tie, because, you know, before it was you got 1, so what would you get, like 0.5? I don't know, it's just stupid. But that said, they also made the golden weapons cost 10 times as much to balance that. So if you get on and you're wondering, holy shit, why are golden weapons 3,000 fucking competitive points, that's why. So that's pretty much all I wanted to talk about to you guys today. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to give it a like and also subscribe to this channel for more Overwatch content. I don't know why I did that in an accent, but yes, please subscribe. You will not regret it, probably. That said, guys, though, I will see you next time for some more Overwatch content, and fair wins.